So, how old were you? Oh, first off, what is your name, please?
I'm Zoe Interview, and I'm the not technically blind girl.
Zoe, how old were you when you first decided you wanted to perform stand-up comedy?
19? 18? 17.
I know it was 17 because you weren't allowed in the place that you were at.
They had to sneak me in.
We snuck her into a bar to perform. Okay, so as your grandpa, you came up to me and asked, after watching a Laughing Aloud show, if you could do it, correct? Why?
Why? I ask myself that every day. When I watched the video of the students of Laughing Aloud on stage telling jokes, getting laughs, I don't know, it looked like it was fun, and I've always liked to be funny, basically make fun of myself, you know, do stupid things for people to laugh at. I've always been that way, so it just kind of looked like a safe way to do that and try something new and find community too, because I don't get to be around people who have disabilities a lot. So
in addition to being a comic, you also are part of the production of Laughing Aloud.
Yeah, I'm the social media manager. I do most of the filming, sometimes not. I do the editing and I do the uploading and, you know, making the accounts, because the boomers here don't know how, so yeah.
What are your jokes about?
Depends on the day. I do a lot of jokes about my vision, or lack thereof. I do a lot of jokes about my family. I don't know, I've kind of touched on a lot of different subjects, but I'd say mostly like my vision and my family and some of the other things I struggle with, like anxiety. So personal stuff that doesn't sound as fun until you say the jokes.
When you asked me if you could be on Laughing Loud, the first thing I did was say yes. And then I put you on an Arrow show, which is a professional show.
Yeah.
How did that feel?
Illegal. A little bit. It was able-bodied people. It's people who had been in relationships at that point in their lives. They'd all been married, divorced, had children, divorced again, and had businesses and you know, all that stuff. They were people who had experienced life. And I was 17, just had moved to Edmonton with my friend, had a cockroach infestation, so you know, I had some stuff, but it was nerve-wracking, and I guess I kind of felt a little out of place in a way, because I was young and I didn't have any experience with it. It was my first comedy show. I mean, it was theirs too.
I know that you have characters in your past, like Cowboy Steve.
Cowboy Steve, yeah.
But you got in front of an audience who did not know you.
Yeah.
And in a group that you were not accustomed to. You know the feedback you got. You can't pretend you didn't, because it was amazing.
I mean, I was slightly out of my body, but yeah.
Yeah,
I think it went okay.
Well, the lineup afterwards to shake your hand and tell you how well you did should have told you something.
Oh yeah, we had that lady that tried to stalk me. That was crazy. Wow, I'm surprised I stayed doing it after that.
When you tell a joke, what's the biggest part for you?
I've been on stage, you know, a lot of my life with singing, but singing and telling jokes about, you know, the most vulnerable parts of you are very different things. And you know, with singing you can be really bad and people can clap and cheer and you won't know the difference. But if you're telling a joke and people are not laughing, it's different. It's different. I don't know, I guess I'm pretty proud of myself that I'm able to get on stage and keep doing it, and you know, talking about things that are hard for me to talk about with myself, let alone strangers.
So you're 22 now?
21.
That's 4 years ago now. And your jokes have grown up with you.
Yeah.
Can you give me an example of a grown-up joke that you're doing now? Can I give you a little hint? Okay, when I first met you, boys were icky.
Yeah, they still are. I said, hi. Yes, I am. My name's Zoe. Last time I was on stage, I joked about not having a life. This time it's worse. I have a boyfriend.
There you go. Whew. I am incredibly sad that you don't want to be a professional comic. And
I don't have enough trauma for
yeah.
that.
What do you hope to do in the future with Laughing Aloud?
I'm hoping with the social media thing that it'll spread the word more a bit about Laughing Aloud and rehab, that more people will find it, people who could benefit from it, and just to show that, you know, it doesn't matter who you are, what you choose to be, unless you're, you know, racist, that you can find community, you can laugh at yourself and others, and you can be just like everybody else.
Okay.
Limitations are societal, and we don't believe in that here. So